So, hi everyone, and thank you for joining. Thank you, Moran, for being here.
Thank
And
you for
yes, we organized this call just to briefly introduce about the initiative of the Climate Social Forum, also for the international volunteers. So, I will go into the website and the Facebook page that we have made in order to explain a little bit the project. So, let me share the screen. So, this is the website of Climate Social Forum. The
now.
right address is climatesocialforum.org, then is redirect here. And so, which is the main aim of the Climate Social Forum. We discussed a little bit and try to find out the reason why we want to organize this Climate Social Forum is to connecting the world in social, environmental, and climate crisis. Why?
Yeah.
Because just let me tell you about the story of this initiative. The initiative has been raised up by a group of activists that we were mainly coming from Italy. We were engaged in different experiences related to activism and volunteering from Yango, from UNICEF, Legambiente. This is one of the main environmental association in Italy, Fridays for Future, and also Laudato Si Association. I don't know if you ever heard about the encyclic of the Pope, Laudato Si, that is very focused on ecology, and also some members of the initial group that raised up this initiative was also from that association that is very interested also to address the social issues related to climate crisis. And yeah, we decided to join these forces and try to make something that can create a space, even if this year the will not be the COP26 that was supposed to be in both in Italy and Scotland. Of course, our main belief is that we believe in social, ecological, sustainable future where our society will live in balance with our planet and its inhabitants.
Yeah.
Inspired also on a charter of values that is a set of documents that we refer on. Now there isn't the link still, but it will be available in few days because we define and decide the strategy on which document we want to spark to. And as I said, our history comes just after the news of the postponement of COP26, and we felt to join properly the forces because we will not be overwhelmed by the situation related to COVID-19. And
Yeah.
we said, yeah, come on, we have to join forces and make something that lets the dialogue continue even if the pandemic situation. And so, which is our mission, which is the main idea of the Climate Social Forum. The Climate Social Forum is a free, inclusive, universal assembly, and our goal is to create a virtual agora of activists, citizens, and experts in order to propose action and stimulate national governments and local administration to build an ecological and sustainable future. So the idea that guides our efforts on this initiative was properly to say, okay, we cannot join physically, we cannot create a space physically due to, of course, the COVID pandemic, but why don't we think about online gathering, online discussion? And
Mhm.
now, okay, we are trying to organize and set up um, the agenda and the structure of a possible virtual agora.
Beautiful.
How? As I briefly explained, the virtual agora can consist in online events with like web conference, virtual meeting, breakout rooms with Zoom, and so on, to encourage and exchange ideas and proposals. The focus is to create a space for dialogue between different realities that can generate and share proposal to be developed at a national, local, and global level, of course. We want to really connect all the levels from the local, because some of us are coming from very, very grassroots organization. Some other of us indeed are more connected to a global level or to a national level. And so we want to like address all these levels. To do that, we are basing our organization, our meeting, on guiding principle. These guiding principle that you can see here are like common base ground in order to cooperate and share idea in a fair way. Of course, we are on the same track, but we are coming also from different experience, and create a common vision, a common base ground to discuss is essential in this kind of process. And the keywords where the guiding principle find their roots are three, and are listen, generativity, and solution. We want to focus properly on the listening principle. We have to listen to each other in order to be generative, sorry. Uh, from the discussion, also from different points of view and different views, it always comes something that can be new, can be generative, and can generate new ideas. And of course, all the path have to be focused on find solutions. So I just anticipate one thing that, okay, is still ongoing, but we want to organize, for example, the agenda, trying to divide solutions like natural-based solution, technological solution, economical solution, social solution, and so on. So based on these three keywords, there are our guiding principles. I just going very quickly into them because I will let you to read on the website. The first one, of course, is listening principle. It's important to follow the other's opinion and understand the other's point of view. Even if it's opposite or not opposite, but the first approach is to listen, first of all. Inclusiveness principle. The process has to be inclusive, have to be like addressed to all the people in all different backgrounds. Trust principle. The discussion has to be generative, and of course, maybe it can take time, it can take energy, but what is important is that we have to trust the process indeed. So will be long, will be difficult, will be easy. I don't know how it is, but we have to trust that if we are we have a positive approach on the group, on the process, and so on, the problem can be solved. Principle of focus on the solution. It's important to understand that to address a goal and to find out the way to make an initiative, we have to focus on the solution. And the solution is a solution in a time and a space that, of course, we are also talking about sustainability, and time and space are limited in our reality. And so we have to take care about that. And we have to focus on the solution. Generativity principle, I just explained it a bit before. The discussion, also the conflicts, can arise on the process, but they must be generative. From different point of views, there will be always a synthesis or another way that can integrate the different point of views. And also, if you and me, or you and other people, can see different things of the problem, they are not mandatory in contrast. They are simply different. time principle is something that is very related to the focus on the solution. We have a limited time to do that. We are planning just to give an orientation in time to make the conference, make this online event on October, at least in November. Why? Because it was the time where there was supposed to be the pre-COP and the COP negotiation. Principle of relationship with you and the group. Here is a mislead. We are in a group, of course. We have individuals, we have our self perception, our self ideas, and so on. But we are inside a group, and it is important to understand also the process of the group. And indeed, the group has to understand the process of the individuals that are part of the group. At the end, yeah, just to close up with the principle, which decide to quote these words of Pope Francis first. We are all on the same boat, and only if we remain together, we could prevent the storm from happening.
Amen.
Yeah, and this is the basis of the idea, and also the conception of the crisis. We are facing a lot of crises: the health crisis, the climate crisis, the social crisis, and so on. And only if we collaborate and we stay together, we can prevent from the storm, because the storm
Yeah,
will happen, but we have to be ready and cope eventually with the effects. And only if we are together, we can cope that.
that's right.
Just the last thing, yes, we of course we are talking about international dialogue. We are talking about climate change, climate policies, and so on. And if we are talking about all these things and the same boat and whatever, we cannot stay without mentioning the Talanoia dialogue. Talanoia dialogue is a very important methodology in the real negotiation on climate change inside the UNFCCC. And properly, Talanoa is a traditional word used in Fiji that reflects the concept of inclusivity, participatory, and transparent dialogue process.